I'm going to remind you of it, and you can tell it. Stomped on that thing. Yeah. Go.
Chacho Gold.
No, you tell it.
No, I'm not going to tell it.
We're both going to tell it.
Like
I'll tell it. And he will. So Robert and Jude, they're shooting this scene where a guy comes in, right, and he'd forgotten to wear any underwear, but no one knew. And then you take it from there.
And then there was an explosion. No, there was a scene where we walk into a room of carnage.
There's all these rubber bodies just strewn around, like obviously fake dummy bodies that are in impossible twisted positions.
Covered in blood and...
Yeah.
And Robert leans over to me and goes, check this out, this would be really funny. And there's a big hand lying there and just stomps on his hand.
Oh,
and
no,
an
it wasn't
extra
someone.
goes, oh, you love it,
That's
That's a good story.
Did you work it out with him?
Why would I do that?
Just to make it a
little
nice
spun
Christmas
out.
story.
It was right before, like,
It scared us
Christmas break.
too, yeah.
I got scared. But then the problem was, the guy goes, well, I can always say that the honour of having my hand stomped by the great Sherlock Holmes. In America, he'd be like, lawsuit.
You love Googling.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you Google yourself?
I don't want to say.
Okay. So,
That would be narcissistic. Wouldn't it?
do you Google yourself?
I think when the last time I was on, I mentioned that I did it once and I would never do it again.
I think it's sensational, the whole idea behind it.
Well, I don't know if you Google, but if you Google, there's a thing when you're putting in a question, it's so helpful. They try to finish your question for you. You know what I mean? Based on the most popular questions that have been asked in the search engine. So if we go to Google, if you put in why do men have nipples? Is the sky blue? Why do cats purr? Oh dear. Moving on. Why do I sweat so much, fart so much, bruise easily, green poop, so much, bruise easily, feel tired of the dog, see so much, and then you got have no friends. Like, see above. Then why is right there now? That's just how bad is that? I love it. Have I done is it wrong yet?
I think we passed wrong a while ago.
I love someone actually bothering to ask, is it wrong for a Christian to get a tattoo?
I like the is it wrong with the blank. You can fill it in yourself right above that.
Is it wrong?
Is it wrong?
I can put in my guess. So if I put in...
Easily the strangest show I've ever been on. We're basically watching him just play around on a computer. He's got his back to us. It's fantastic.
Well, this is such a kind of... You tell what's going on in the world at the moment, right? So as you're typing in, when you get to the end of Robert, it's like... Pattinson. Does Robert Pattinson shower? Anyway, Downey... Does Downey smoke, have kids? Where does Robert Downey Jr... How much does Robert Downey Jr. weigh? Somebody wanted to know that somewhere in the
The fourth most popular question about you on Google.
And listen, I've heard different versions of events, whether it was Guy Ritchie's idea or whether it was your idea for Sherlock Holmes to drag up.
Yeah.
Was that yours idea?
I'm afraid it was.
It was your idea? Yes. And were you surprised at how you looked? I mean, you are a beautiful man. There's no denying that.
It's true.
I would... I would probably kick myself out of bed. I look like if my sister was on a round of steroids. But I was trying to think, if I was Mary, if I was Watson Scow, what would be the most unsavory disguise to see Sherlock show up at their wedding nuptials wearing?
Well, that picture of you, there's that picture of you.
Thank you.
Now, I don't want to cause a rift between the lovely friends, but we do have a picture of Jude as a woman.
We were. This is a film we did. Well, not together, but that you were in as well.
But
Yeah,
look at Jude. Look at Jude. Now. That's a good look.
Maybe I should shave.
You went.
And double congratulations, of course. This film is the first production from Team Downey.
Yeah. Yep. And Mrs. would be here.
Great team.
She's fantastic.
She co-produced the Sherlock Holmes movie, though, didn't she?
Yeah, she sends her regards.
They're having another baby.
Yeah, another one.
So another Team Downey production.
Yes.
And when is this?
That one I had much less to do with than the movie. I was only involved for about 7 minutes.
I think you had some involvement, though.
Right.
Thank you, not bad, huh? She'll bring it in on time and under budget. Could you, just as a favour, because I know that, you know, some stars like to give unusual names, could you call him or her Uppy? Uppy Downey? It'd be so sweet. Really nice.